I'm a living carer. I spend my days looking after someone else. My world is indoor, quiet, still. Not exactly the profile of someone you'd picture halfway up a mountain. And for years, my friends Tony and Brenda kept asking me to come rock climbing. And for years I kept saying no. Not out loud exactly, but in my head the list of reasons was very long. I'm too big. Would the harness even fit me? I'll go when I'm slimmer. I'll go when I'm ready. I was waiting for permission. Permission from my own body to take up space in the world. Then I found Fucketlist. Fucketlist is a list of 108 things I want to accomplish within the next 4 years. And something shifted because Fucketlist doesn't ask if you are ready. It just asks, do you want to try? Rock climbing has always been on my list. Not because it seemed easy, because it seemed hard. So I said yes. Finally, after years of no, I said yes. And then immediately thought, oh no. A few days before the climb, Tony went and found me a harness and shoes that would actually fit. I want you to understand what that meant, because up until that moment, I still had an exit. Oh well, the equipment won't fit, maybe next time. Tony took that exit away, and honestly, thank heaven she did. The day came, we drove out, and then we walked uphill in the heat, steep and relentless, and I was already tired before I touched a single rock. Every step, that voice again. You're too big for this. Nobody was watching, but the voice doesn't care about facts. But it does care about this climb, ominously called Dirty Little Secret. There is a moment, standing at the bottom of a rock face, harness on, rope attached, sun beating down, where every voice in your head says the same thing. What are you doing here? Brenda went up first, clipping in the safety anchors as she went. Tony connected the rope to my harness, my friends literally holding my safety in their hands. I looked up at the rock face and I started to climb. It wasn't graceful. I want to be honest with you. There were moments where I genuinely did not know where to put my hands, where to find a grip. I'd reach and slip and reach again. At one point I asked Brenda, can I use my knees?
Yeah, of course.
She said, you can use anything you've got to get up. So I did. I used everything I had.
You are rock climbing, sis!
My arms burned. My legs shook. I rested when I needed to rest. I kept going when I wanted to stop. And I didn't look down. I just kept looking up. The next grip, the next ledge, the next breath.
Nou, het is de slag. Ik kan het niet.
Yes, that's it.
Woohoo! Lekker, is dit de boer?
This boer.
Yay!
So now sit that still.
Standing at the top of the rock face, I understood something no amount of thinking could have taught me. The version of me that was too big, she made it up. Not the weight, that's real. But the idea that my size was a ceiling, that was never true. It was just a story I'd been telling myself for so long I'd stopped questioning it. I even climbed a second route the same day. 2/3 up a rock face you weren't going to try at all. It's not failure, that is victory. I spent a long time waiting to be a different version of myself before I'd let myself try things. Waiting to be thinner, fitter, more ready, less visible. Rock climbing taught me something simple and devastating. Time doesn't wait for you to feel ready. The mountain was always there. My friends were always asking. The only thing standing between me and that climb was me.